Aw, crap. We were supposed to have an intro. Stuff!
I'm Grimz.
I'm Katz.
We are your hosts. All that and more in episode 68 of the Foam News Collective. Be sure to join our Discord where you can catch additional stories and announcements as they happen. And now, let's dive right into the news.
Action in continuation of their skins line welcomes you to their newest entries of Jurassic World Blasters. Retaining the Jurassic World IP licensing since its original covering back in episode 38, X-Shot reprises the two blasters previously used, the Flux and Dread Springers, in support of the Jurassic World Rebirth film. The blasters were first shown off in a LinkedIn post showcasing X-Shot in Egypt, followed by the Dread already being found on shelves in Australia.
Wait, didn't we do this bit before?
This is my boomstick!
Double bit aside, Femling Designs introduces the Stagecoach. Stagecoach, like the name implies, is a side-by-side silly shell fed springer able to fire most silly shell varieties. Each shot is sure to fire with a boom, with both barrels having their own plunger tube, allowing each shell to fire up to 90 FPS, perfect for HVZ, or up to 170 FPS with sniper shells. Iconic in form factor, Stagecoach can also come with a variety of customizations from sling points, blank or scroll work detailed variations, an optional tack rail, custom rear loading and blank shells, a stockless variant, and 4 trigger variations with its staggered triggers allowing for customizations for both right and left-handed users. If you want to make one for yourself, hardware kits and prints are available from Out of Darts, and files are available on printables. Links down below.
Long awaited, ZWQ is here with their latest release, the S400 Zebra. The S400 is a pump-action primary class bullpup springer. This springer is ready to dish out a beating or take one. Built with a durable polycarbonate construction and metal internals and a smooth bearing assistant priming block. With a sturdy build comes a blaster able to hit FPS ranges from 190 FPS to over 300 FPS after a much needed spring swap, since stock it only fires 50 FPS to remain compliant with local laws. Speaking of swaps, ZWQ has now launched an additional magazine type mirroring Talon geometry differing from their previous mags. The mags come in a translucent plastic in both 10 and 18 round capacities. The S400 is capable of taking either their previous magazines or the Talon geometry after swapping magwells. For those of you interested in acquiring one, the blaster is slated to release in mid-December and can be purchased from Monkey Mods and Ideal Foamblasted for $130 USD, with the ZWQ's Talons being available on M416 Gel Blaster and further pre-orders to come from Out of Darts and Blaster Time. Zebra in the description.
Upgrades and revisions are in season, and Bruce Leedle to the power of 9 Lee is here with the Lanka 2. Unsatisfied with how the original design aged, Bruce wanted to go back to the drawing board with a desire for something better. Lanka 2 is an easy-to-build straight Talon sidearm, one that now hits harder than its predecessor at 120 FPS due to its turnaround and longer power stroke. Additionally, it has been given a longer ramp from the mag to the barrel to make it more reliable, with a multi-part mag release and slide. Files are available for purchase on printables, links in the description. Mr. Heathbance is ready to launch the next iteration of lever-action blasters with the Wingchester V3. This latest iteration utilizes Heath's plunger and grip system that he has been working on for some time that allows for both better performance for the same prime weight. This in turn allows for performance at 185 FPS up to 240 FPS in a 7+1 shell configuration. In addition to performance gains, the plunger and grip system allows for easily swapped springs. To complement the changes to the prime, the internal feeding mechanism has been improved and simplified to be more reliable overall. Additionally, the V3 is both slimmer and lighter than previous models. Hardware for dart firing variants will be available from Barriswares, with Shellington Labs offering the shell-fed hardware kits in a few weeks. For those too impatient to wait, Shellington is already offering fully built blasters. For more information, visit the links in the description.
Emerging from the waters of new proudly stands Apophis by Astropulse. This exotic Lynx remix brings one's eye to remain open. This work is named after the World Encircler and Lord of Chaos.
The eye remains open. The lighthouse remains lit.
Building out from the base frame, Apophis' shape was inspired visually from Warframe's Bolter Prime and Destiny 2's exotic weapons, Lodestar and Vigilance Wing.
Potentia ex nihilo.
Created entirely in Blender, the blaster is adorned in small details from Egyptian glyphs to spells.
Behold my sculpted monstrosity.
This leads to an overall, as stated by the designer, involved build with many parts, though it notably requires no multicolor printing.
Beauty is a
The remix is not just superficial either, taking in many works from other designers and merging it all together. This Underworld Blaster is filled with quality of life features from extra mag releases, linear rail options, a BCAR, and trigger slot removers to complete the package. For those of you tempted to build the Serpent from the Nile, links as always in the description.
Our very own KOTH has released a bevy of files to replace parts on N-Strike blasters you just might find useful. For those of you into integrations or who might need a replacement, KOTH has created a barricade battery door with its own bezel insert. No need to carve up a barricade just for its battery tray anymore. For the Demolisher, they have released drop-in replacements for the rev and firing trigger, as well as a mag release, all not requiring any modifications. Similarly, they have created an assortment of replacement triggers for the Raven, however these currently are incompatible with the stock rev trigger without cutting. Additionally, like the Demolisher, KOTH's also made in drop-in replacements to the Raven's mag release and rev trigger. Links in the description. Announced by both the Maryland Foam Alliance and UMBC, both will be parting ways due to professional differences. The Maryland Foam Alliance LLC will now independently run Maryland Mayhem alongside their own HVZ game, Dead End. The Maryland Foam Alliance will, however, continue to support the UMBC HVZ team as they prepare for the return of their invitational teased in a recent announcement, as well as more games to come. As one thing comes to a close, it also is the beginning of something new. We here at FNC wish both teams the best of luck in their future endeavors, and look forward to what they will do next. With more competitive tournaments ramping up comes changes and evolutions. One such evolving facet of these competitions has been live tournament commentary. To assist in this endeavor, Perry has been diligently working on creating a spotter board template for live commentary. After 2 competitive seasons using previous versions of the document, Perry is releasing it for public use in open beta, with hopes of this aiding and making live commentary for our hobbies events even better. With the template's emphasis on readability and easy access to information, it strives to enable commentators to report more confidently during matchups. For questions or for organizers looking to get in contact, links to reach Perry and to the template down below.
We've got 2 tournaments to talk about this episode, the first of which happened on the West Coast in early October, and that was Ragnar Oktoberfest. It was a King of the Hill tournament with 12 teams attending, many of those teams being returning teams from previous years. At the top of the tournament was Red Tide, attempting to make a three-peat happen for the first time in a tournament. And they did. Congratulations to them for getting that top spot 3 years running. We'll see if anyone can take them down next year. Rounding out the podium was Dauntless in second and Orca Company in third. Congratulations to all the teams. What I do want to talk about with this tournament was the level of play increase for many of the teams throughout the standings. Teams like Bad, Fox Ups, and a brand new team Downpour really showed up. These teams showcased how much you can improve in a single year between tournaments or as a brand new team. So big shout out to them. And that doesn't go just for them. I saw improvement from the beginning of the day to the end of the day across every single team. So if you showed up, participated, and maybe didn't get the result you wanted, I hope you show up again to this tournament or a different tournament and just keep on playing, because the level of play and your level of play will continue to improve, and I hope you will see that and get to enjoy that experience. Next up, we have the BANE NSNW tournament. This was a flag dash tournament in late October on the East Coast. So we got good representation in October on both coasts of the country, which was fantastic to see. This was a 6-team tournament running the flag dash format, and we had filling out the top spot, Magic Smoke, then Northern Lights, and Uno Wildcard filling out the podium. Congratulations to Magic Smoke. I believe this is their second win in a row for this tournament. We'll see if they can make it 3 with their next one in spring. BANE NSNW is a tournament that does run multiple times a year, which is very unique for a tournament to do in our hobby. We also want to take a moment to talk about Northern Lights, which is, I believe, a Canadian team.
Canadian.
I hope I am getting that correct, but cool to see some more Canadian representation in the tournament scene, and I hope they'll continue to show up and make it to more events across the country. So big congratulations to all the teams competing, and that's what we've got for the end of this year. We have to wait until next year for any big major tournaments. So I will be bored until then, basically. See you next year.
Printable's creator Zafc has released the Infernal BCAR, an alternative to their Celestial BCAR. This modular BCAR requires no hardware, offering multiple options for customization. Acorn Armaments has moved their blaster the Signet from beta to full release, and with it comes hardware changes allowing for hardware to be more readily sourced. Hardware kits are now available from Out of Darts. Astro Pulse and Misplaced Moose have released another remix of the 31K platform, the Katana and the Wakizashi. Based on the previous Rat King remix frame comes 2 blade-inspired blasters. Printable's creator Methane Juice has released their silly shell firing functional TF2 Force of Nature. The lever at the top allows for choosing left or right barrels for firing and should be compatible with most silly shells. As more creators continue to find alternatives to Etsy like Domochevsky, Foamblasted has also moved to PayHip. With the move to PayHip, they also released their latest design, the SCRB 0N1. This hardwareless blaster fires N1 darts, needing only an elastic cord.
This episode, my optics are pointed at this Halloween-themed blue shock paint job by capnjackidaho. Based on a similar skin from Fortnite, this blaster puts you in the spirit to hunt some ghouls. Great work, Captain.
And that's all for the news. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think down below in the comments. If you'd like to support us further, consider joining as a Ko-Fi member for some fun perks or stopping by our merch store. A massive thank you as always to our contributors, Ko-Fi subscribers, and Discord moderation team. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks with another episode.
My arms look so much bigger than they actually are because of how baggy the sleeves are. I blame the clothing industry for this.
Doubled a bit aside, Feming, not Fleming. Darn. Alright, retaking. Doubled bit aside, Femling, not Fleming, Femling. From Sling Points, blank or scroll work.
I did not pre-read this at all. We're doing it live.
Trying again. Probably the worst time to be recording, but fuck it, we ball.
Reagan.
Acorn Armaments has moved their blaster for the I almost read that as Sigma. I need help. I also noticed I repeated my words a lot more than usual. That was... I'm tired. Good enough.
Cool. I think we're done.